I just had a semi-stressful day. I've been sat at my iPad for too many hours, and I just wanted to have a little relaxing stretching time, and so I'm gonna film it for y'all, and if you want you can follow along and we can both get more flexible together. I'm gonna light 2 candles, dim the lights a little bit, and we can get started. A little later, I'm going to be using this towel for some neck stretches and this spiky ball thingy for some myofascial release. If you don't have either of these, don't worry about it.
You're going to want to start in the middle of your mat and start consciously relaxing your body. Notice where you're holding your tension. Usually for me, this ends up being in my brow, forehead area, my neck, and jaw. You're going to start by rolling your shoulders back. Really go with the flow and loosen up. Now that you've done backwards, roll forward. Do the same with your wrists. Clasp both of your hands together and gently twist them to one side. Now the other one. Take your fingertips into your opposite hand, gingerly stretching out your forearms. Do the same in the opposite direction so that your hands bend towards the floor instead of to the roof. Switch hands. Tilt forward, placing your hands on the floor so that the back of your hand presses against your mat. I'll insert a clip because my hands were out of frame in the video. If it feels nice, you can roll your shoulders in this position too. Carefully move back to tabletop. Your spine should be neutral. Your hands stacked under your shoulders with your weight evenly distributed. On an inhale, tilt your pelvis up, bring your belly down, and bring your chest up as well, like you're trying to create a U with your spine. Bring your shoulder blades together for the full movement. Then, on an exhale, tilt your pelvis back down.
Then, just as we were doing with our hands, circle your spine. To me, it feels better than a traditional cat pose.
Move with your breath and do as many of these as you'd like. Come back into child's pose. Here, take a moment to recenter your breath. If you want, you can massage your forehead with the floor, tilting your head side to side. Come up into tabletop. And carefully press back into downward dog, lifting your hips and bringing them back. Pressing away from the floor with your shoulders and stretching out your calves. The end goal is to have your feet flat on the ground, but if this is too intense, then pedal it out and take the baby steps you need to eventually get there. And then lift your leg up, opening up your hip while trying to maintain a somewhat even distribution of your weight. Switch legs and do it again, careful to not overstretch yourself. Go back into downward dog and slowly walk your feet forward, bending your knees generously if necessary. Get comfortable here. Let your body hang and focus on your breath and slowly dropping towards the floor. Shimmy your body to the left and to the right. Would this be considered shimmying? I don't know, but it's what I would call it. Now extend through your side body, keeping your chest open as your hand gently lays on your leg for support. It can go above your knee or below, but never on it. Return to your initial position. Now shimmy again. And go to the opposite side. Return to your initial position. Extend your hands up towards the sky, lengthening your spine. And now bend forward, firmly planting your hands on the ground if possible. If you want a little more of a stretch, put your elbows on the floor. And now we'll move into a butterfly position. Here, feel free to circle your spine. And then circle your neck. Slowly bend forward, placing your elbows on the floor if possible. If not, stay in an upright position if that's enough of a stretch. If you're feeling extra flexible today, you can bring your hands forward and gently pull yourself deeper into the stretch. Breathe into your tight areas. Great. Come up. Circle. Now place your leg stacked over your other leg. Make sure your shins are parallel so that you feel the stretch in your hip flexor. Other side. You might not even have to press down on it to feel the stretch. Shake it out. Now we're going to go into our pike. It's important to keep your back as straight as possible as you lean forward, touching your toes if possible. I like to use this as a chance to stretch my feet out too. If you want to do this, just press down on your toes gently. Now, pancake practice. In the pancake, the goal is to have your belly touch the floor, but I am very far from that. I used to be much closer to doing it in the past and could even do it for a period of time, but now my inner thigh feels funky when I do it, so I don't really push myself. Now, bring your side to your leg, stretching out your arm. This is a very similar stretch to what we did standing up, but just sitting now so you get the added leg stretch. You can go into a bind like I did if you wish to do so, but it's definitely not necessary. Switch sides. Come up, and now stretch out your neck, bringing your ear to your shoulder on both sides.
Roll your head, and now get down on your back.
Now prepare yourself, because this is quite possibly the worst angle to show this stretch in. Essentially, you're going to lift one of your arms so it's in a halfway T shape. You're going to look in the direction that you're extending your arm and twist your body in the opposite direction. On this side, you can see it better.
Rock side to side, massaging your spine.
Now, hold your legs in a warm hug, flexing and pointing your toes. Extend one of your legs down to the floor and bring the other so that your hands may grab onto your ankles and stretch your hamstrings. You might not be able to do this, in which case I recommend using a towel too and wrapping it around your calf so as to be able to grab onto it more easily. Let go and relax. Switch.
Now just pause for a moment and breathe.
Now we're going to go into chin tucks. Align your head properly and then press your chin back into the floor. You should feel a slight stretch and a little work being done in your neck. It might help you to guide your chin with your hand. If you want, you can place your hands onto your chest and belly so that you can feel them rising and falling. Now extend and tilt sideways like a banana, stretching out your lats nicely, feeling it all the way down your torso. Do it on the opposite side. Rock up into a seated position where we will go into pigeon pose. This involves you bringing your foot so that it lays in your pelvic area. You can see me massaging my forehead on the ground, melting into this position. And finally, switching sides.
Go up into tabletop.
Do a couple of the pseudo cat-cows to prep your back for the upcoming deep back stretches.
Sit back and extend your arms. Now cactus them.
Opening up your chest, and if possible, clasp your hands together, focusing primarily on keeping your chest raised high, more so than how far down you can take your arms.
Let go of your arms.
Now shift onto your back. And then, if you feel like you can do it, I know it's quite an intense move, press up into your wheel pose. We're not going to be here for very long, but if you're here, focus on your breath and pressing away from the floor.
Look side to side. Roll up into a sitting position.
Shift forward and into cobra pose. Bring your chest towards the sky, lengthening your spine. I feel like I've said that a lot today, but it's an excellent cue. And now to me, this is the most intense stretch, so take it very slowly. Prop yourself up on your knees, make them parallel, and now slowly, while bringing your chest up, tilt back, with the ultimate goal of being able to make a D with your body. I can't go that far, so I support myself with my hands firmly on the base of my spine. Bring it up carefully once you're done. Now if you want to counter this movement, do a quick cat pose. Now we're going to go into our next stretching portion. This part felt heavenly afterwards, although it might feel uncomfortable in the moment because we're stretching muscles that might have pain reflection points. So you might feel some of these stretches in your head if they're very tight. The first is simple. Turn your head to one side, hold it. Then turn it to the other side and hold it. Now we're going to use the towel. Roll it up so that it's a little burrito and then bring it behind your neck. Use the towel as slight counter pressure as you bring your head back, stretching your neck. Now, roll out the towel and take both of the edges with your hands. Place it directly below your ears, or on your ears, as you switch hands and turn your head to do an assisted, more intense version of the stretch we covered before. Apply counter pressure with the hand holding the piece of the towel that is not over your face. Repeat the same for the other side, making sure to not overdo it. Now, directly from there, we're jumping into an alternate version of these stretches. Place the towel at the base of your skull and hold the topmost edge of the towel in your hands. Follow your fingers with your eyes as you bring your head back once again, applying some counter pressure so your head doesn't completely flop backwards. The next stretch we're going to do doesn't require the towel. Bring one of your arms behind your shoulder blades, pointing your elbow towards the roof/sky. Face the side opposite to the one whose arm is up. Not in a drastic way, just a slight tilt in that direction. Gently use your hand from that side to guide your head down with the stretch. Repeat on the other side. Bring your hand behind the back, look down towards the opposite side, and use your other hand to guide. Perfect. Now we're going to self-massage that muscle. Look to the side. You'll see a muscle pops out. That is your sternocleidomastoid. Once you've gently grabbed onto it, look forward again. Move up and down the muscle, looking for points that reflect pain in other areas of your body where you feel pain frequently. This for me is my head and my scapula. Then hold your hand at that point for 1 to 2 minutes. If you feel the pain, move away from that area, and at any point, if you start feeling too much pain, stop. Listen to your body. Do the same on the other side.
Now we're transitioning into our next exercise.
If you have a tennis ball or foam rolling ball, place it underneath your shoulder blades, finding places of stored tension and massaging yourself.
Move the ball out from under you.
Relax your entire body. And then just lay and breathe. Let your thoughts come and go like clouds you observe in the sky.
Dang it, I thought it would be pitch dark and this would be the perfect transition to end the video.